Sage Wanderer coming at you from my van down by the river. So in a previous video today, I talked about how that truth is truth and who speaks it is irrelevant. The speaker is irrelevant, truth is truth, truth stands on its own. And I would like to talk about the flip side of that concept. And that there's this nefarious and evil and destructive method of communication that has permeated our society recently, and I find it quite annoying. And it kind of goes like this. I say something you don't like, and you say something like, yeah, well, your mama dresses you funny. Ha 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 ha! Have you seen Idiocracy? How rather than engaging in an argument with the other person in this movie, Idiocracy is a documentary, by the way. It's telling the future. It's from a time traveler from the future, I believe. Don't. But they show how these people, they can't communicate in this dumbed down society. All they can do is insult each other. So this is becoming commonplace. You know, there's a little controversy going on my channel where there's this guy that's accusing me of endorsing some person's past or lifestyle. He's got some accusations and an axe to grind with this guy. And because I liked something the dude said, he somehow thinks I'm endorsing his entire life. And really, I think he's engaging, it looks like to me, that for whatever reason, he doesn't like this guy. So he's just going to attack anything and everything he ever has to say again based on his accusations against him. And that's what we've gone to doing now, that's this dumbed down method in society now, is to say, oh, well, I don't agree with what you're saying, or I don't like what you're saying, or you've offended me by what you're saying, so I'm going to attack your hair, your face, your parentage, your education, the way you look, your lisp, your accent, your lineage, your country, your religion, your faith. I'm going to find something, one little thing. If I can find one, really, it's the way the devil works on people. They're just using demonic tactics of communication. That's the way the devil works on you. He finds one little thing that he can hold on you, and he twists that little handle on you, and then it negates every good thing you ever done because he's trying to twist the life out of you, and that's how the demonic holds their foot on your neck. That there's people that are engaging in this kind of character assassination to negate truth. Yeah, you're destroying our communication. You're like a demonic cloud on the earth. It's just diminishing communication between, people of a sane mind. Okay, I know you don't like my hat, but what does that got to do with global warming? Come on, it's time that we start communicating like adults. Okay, so you think this guy's a pedophile and a murderer. Well, what does that have to do with 400 years of slavery and what he said about it? Stop changing the subject. Stop demanding that a person has to be 100% righteous and 100% holy in everything they do and 100% right in agreement with everything you are for you to agree with anything they say. That you'll disagree with yourself so that you're not going to agree with that pedophile or whatever label you've stuck someone with. I don't know who this guy is that this other person is talking about. I talked about this Hassan character. And I hate to keep harping on this, but I can... if Hitler got up in the morning and said, today is a sunny day, I'm not going to say, the sun is not shining. Ignore the big orange thing in the sky. It's not shining because Hitler said the sun was shining today. Come on, people, get a grip. Ideas are ideas, and you can agree with one part of an idea, and to assassinate a person's character because you don't have an argument, to jump on someone's case to change the subject. They call that a kitchen sink argument. You just throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at somebody. One of the things that I always struggled with in my male-female relationships was communication. Because I demanded that the women I was involved with communicate with me in a fair and appropriate way. I wasn't going to let them do some of the things that people do men and women, in communicating with one another, to sabotage communication. Okay, so if you're fine, say you're fine. If you're not fine, let's talk about it. But don't say, yeah, I'm fine. Okay, so that's not honest communication. So we have got to work on communication as a country, as a people. We've got to stop character assassinating someone we disagree with instead of just disagreeing with them on the topic at hand. We have got to stop demanding that you can't listen to someone unless you agree with everything they say. Well, I may not agree with how they like their steak, but, we both may like eggs scrambled the same way. You see, we have to look for the things that we have in common, not the things that separate us. We have to stop sabotaging communication and start refining it. I'm going to say that again. That was so important. We have to stop sabotaging communication, and we have to refine it. We have to improve upon it. We can build this country based on this new communication, or we can destroy it through sabotaging our own communication by violating our own First Amendment right to speak and to be heard. Stick to the topic. That's how debate works.